let's look at the water sewer problem like an iceberg, and the tip of the iceberg sticks out roughly 10%. What the legislation and the governor and just did was to deal with the tip of the iceberg, and it dealt with only two things: protecting the DIA artwork and refunding the pensions for Detroit Water and Sewer Board employees. The rest of this whole thing is still underwater. $6 billion in bonded debt, $5 billion deferred maintenance. That's where the war is going to go. And how are we going to pay for it? Detroit's going to say we're broke, so we can't pay to fix our own problems. And I'm going to be jumping, all over that because Oakland County, for that matter, Macomb and Western Wayne had nothing to do. We've been, ruled out of order at the water board meetings because they had 4 votes from Detroit, 3 from the suburbs. So we didn't have one input, not even an iota of management or control. We had no control of the waste, the fraud, and yet, guess who's picking up the tab? So just stay tuned.
What do you say to critics that say your style is a little bit too blunt sometimes, or?
After 41 years, I think the public understands my modus operandi. I sometimes think bluntness is called for. I don't respect a politician who dodges the question and never answers the question. We've seen them over the years. They bloviate on some topic, but they never really give you the honest answer. I don't want to be in that group.
Sounds like you remain on good terms with the governor despite your differences of opinion.
Well, and I think he's an experienced person. I've been in politics long enough to know we're not always going to agree on everything. I told Mike Duggan, I said, Mike, you and I have been friends for 30 years. We're not always going to agree on everything. Don't consider that to be a declaration of war. Oh, here we go again. No, we're going to differ, as we did on this issue, and still, I'm going to work for the governor's re-election.